Good evening, sir. Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can able to hear you, ma'am.
Then shall we start, ma'am? Ma'am? Shabina ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Gayatri, ma'am.
Shabina ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Gayatri, ma'am.
Kindly,
You are not
students
able to
11,
hear me.
12. Am I audible to you?
Yes, Gayatri, ma'am. You are audible.
Yes. Am I audible? Am I audible, students?
Gayatri, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
No, kindly anyone speak to me. Am I audible? You are audible, ma'am. Ma'am, am I audible now? Kindly anyone speak to me?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
you are
Gayatri.
audible.
Okay, ma'am, we'll start. Sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, students.
Beautiful evening begins with a beautiful mindset. Good evening to everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to our beautiful webinar. It is a mark of our enduring tradition to involve the Almighty at the beginning of any event. It is said one song can change the moment, one idea can change the world, one step can start the journey, but a prayer can change the impossibilities. Now, I would like to welcome Anushya Sri to sing Tamil Thai Valtu to impact the beginning of this special day.
தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து. நீரார் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமுதல் திக்கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாளும் தக்க சிறு பிரிமுதலும் தரிதனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அணிதுலகும் முன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இல்ல பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீர்திறமை திறமையந்து சுயமறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Thank you, Anushya Sri. Now I would like to call upon Ambika to deliver the welcome speech.
Distinguished delegates, good evening to all. It is a glorious moment to extend my very warm welcome on behalf of Prince T. Venkateshwara College for Arts and Science, extending my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. S. Saravanan Sir for accepting the invitation and presiding over this webinar on conservation of tiger. I am glad to get much awareness about innovation in everything and hope everyone will love and enjoy his knowledge and speech. A dream does not come to reality through magic as it takes with determination and habit. It is a belief endorsed by our chairman, Sir, Dr. K. Vasudevan, our source of inspiration and motivation. We welcome you, sir. I extend our warm welcome to young, energetic, and dynamic Vice Chairman, Sir, Engineer B. Prasanna Venkatesh, Prince Group of Institution, who has been supporting us in many ways unimaginable. Not only helping us with ideas, but also execution of those ideas and giving us necessary moral support. I welcome our ever charming Principal Madam, Dr. M. Uma Bhaskar. We consider ourselves quite fortunate to have been growing up intellectually under the guidance of our Principal Madam, who is constantly helping us, pushing our limits. We kindly welcome you, ma'am. Last but not least, I would also welcome our HOD Madam, Dr. K. Pungode, our beloved staff members of our department, and my dear friends. It is an opportune moment for us to promote a global system to protect the natural habitat of tiger and raise awareness among people on tiger conservation. To achieve our mission, we have to find our ways to help transform the future of world wildlife. I wish you all a fruitful discussions. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ambika. Now I kindly request Dr. K. Jayalakshmi ma'am to address the webinar.
Good evening, all. First and foremost, I thank the Almighty for being with us in all the situations. It's my privilege to be a part of this team. I am taking this wonderful opportunity to welcome and thank the chairpersons of Friends Group of Institutions, Dr. K. Vasudevan sir, Dr. Vishnu Karthik sir, and Engineer Prasanna Venkatesh sir, and our principal, Dr. Uma ma'am. My special welcome to our esteemed resource person, Mr. S. Saravanan sir, State Level Coordinator, WWF India, who is the most eminent person dealing with the nature. I am extending my welcome to Dr. S. Gayatri Devi ma'am, Eco Club Coordinator.
Jaya ma'am?
Am I audible, ma'am?
No, ma'am. It is getting stuck.
Okay. I am extending my welcome and thanks to Dr. K. Pungode ma'am, Head, Department of Microbiology, Dr. S. Gayatri Devi ma'am, Eco Club Coordinator, and our department IIC member, Dr. K. Sabina, and all my dear colleagues and all my dear students of all the departments. And it's my time to make a note on today's webinar on the two most important topics. One is on tiger conservation, and the second is on students' startup projects, especially on this special day, so which is celebrated as the International Tiger Day. So it motivates the people to become aware of the dangers and problems faced by the tigers around the globe. The World Tiger Day, so it was founded in 2010 at St. Petersburg Tiger Summit in Russia to raise the tiger population globally. So it aims to conserve the endangered tiger species, which focuses to reduce the primary factors which were all responsible for the loss of tigers, like habitat reduction, illegal hunting and trading. And moreover, to motivate the young minds of students' innovation on startups, our esteemed resource person will share his knowledge with us. So with this, I am concluding my note on the webinar, and I am handing over the valuable time to our resource person, Mr. Saravanan sir. He will enlighten our minds. Thank you all. Thank you for the opportunity. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for your address. I would like to welcome Dr. K. Sabina, ma'am, IIC coordinator, to give an introduction about IIC.
A very good evening to our respected resource person, Mr. S. Saravanan, WWF India State Coordinator, our respected HOD, Dr. K. Pungode, Eco Club Coordinator, Dr. S. Gayatri Devi, dear colleagues and my dear student friends. As you know, now we are all gathered here virtually to celebrate International Tiger Day in association with Worldwide Fund for Nature, India. Also, our Eco Club students are gonna brief about their project on Azolla biofertilizer production, which they have done in our campus under the guidance of our Eco Club coordinators and WWF India. I am here now to give an introduction about Institutions Innovation Council. IIC has been established in the year 2018 by Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell in collaboration with AICTE to develop the culture of innovation and startup ecosystem in higher education institutions. IIC of Prince Sri Venkateswara Arts and Science College was established during IIC calendar year 2020-21, and since then we have been conducting various innovation and entrepreneurship related activities to nurture our students with new ideas and transform them into innovators and entrepreneurs. IIC is a faculty expert student council which takes on multiple activities to promote innovation and entrepreneurship round the year. IIC of our college organizes workshops and seminars related to innovation, IPR, entrepreneurship, and startup. It also creates avenues for students to interact with successful entrepreneurs, investors, and professionals to inspire young minds. By this, they get exposure and opportunities for their entrepreneurial ideas. The motto of IIC is to make students job creators rather than job seekers. And theme of PSVASC IIC is Imagine, Innovate, and Invent. On behalf of IIC of our college, I wish today's session to be a grand success and looking forward for a wonderful interactive session. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your cheerful speech, ma'am. Now, I would like to request Dr. S. Gayatri Devi, ma'am, Eco Club Coordinator, to give an introduction about IIC.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's session. It is my great pleasure to share a few words about Eco Club. And Eco Club promotes the participation of students in learning about improving their environment, and people today, especially young people, they are connected and they are more concerned about the environment. Eco Club is a mean by which students and youth can organize themselves to learn more about their issues and also can take actions to improve their immediate environment. For us, as educating teachers, it is a wonderful opportunity to create awareness, build attitudes, and help students take up activities in the real world. Eco Club can thus help extend the boundaries and scope of the formal educational system, encouraging creativity and empowering students for constructive actions. So, the Eco Club, along with the NSS students, have done its best efforts for a green campus. So, plantations also are undertaken at a regular intervals through Eco Club and NSS Inner College premises. So our Eco Club seeks to promote environmental awareness by creating and nurturing green consciousness among the students. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. It was an amazing speech. Now I would like to call upon Janani to introduce our resource person.
A very warm and happy evening to all. I am happy to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Saravanan sir. He is presently working as Coordinator Environment Education in Worldwide Fund for Nature, India, Chennai. As a Coordinator Environment Education, he handled the environment education and awareness program across the state and create the awareness with students, corporate employees, NGOs members, and other community in the society. He has received Green Grizzorder Award from Pavendra Bhadadasan College of Engineering and Technology for its outstanding outreach and engagement of civil society during 2013. He has more than 15 years experience in the field of research and environment education. He has completed master's degree in wildlife biology and handled various research and conservation programs in India, the captive breeding program on critically endangered species of vulture in India, and monitoring sea turtle population through surveys along the coast of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. He worked in various research and conservation institutions like Salim Ali Center for Ornithology and Natural History, Coimbatore, Bombay Natural History, Mumbai, M.S. Swaminathan Research Foundation, Chennai. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. So is there audible to everyone? I'm audible
Yes,
to
sir.
everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So thank you very much. And first of all, I would like to congratulate the institution who is doing the great job and a lot of work on the Eco Club activities. And then special day, and today is the Global Tiger Day or International Tiger Day. We are celebrating across the globe. And part of that event, I am happy to share my knowledge on that tiger and then tiger conservation and what WWF India does, and I can share it with you all. And I'm happy to part of that the other event like Institution Innovation Council's project also. And first of all, I am very happy that it was invited me, and I will invite my colleagues who can share their experience. And as the event is going on across all the places, our team is busy on attending that several programs, so they could not able to join here today. So I thought I'll just share this thing. And with this small intro, I just want to start with Before I went deep on tiger conservation things today, and most of them are aware. And then I just want to, just I can just show it to you all that the WWF, what is WWF India and how it does work like that. So can I just screen share the things? Can you just stop sharing your screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you all see this screen?
Not clear, sir.
Now? You cannot see that screen?
Yes, sir. We can see.
Yeah. So as so introduction is given to me, and before that it was I'm state coordinator working in the WWF India in the Chennai chapters as a state coordinator doing environmental education and awareness program with various people. And the brief talk about WWF, it is internationally started in 1961, and it was spread across all the countries. And initially, they aim to protect the wildlife species, and realizing the fact that wildlife doesn't mean that directly the conserving wildlife, it needs a lot of other things to conserve. Initially, the name it was derived as the World Wildlife Fund, and later it is changed to the World Wide Fund for Nature India. So we have a presence in all across the globe, nearly 100 countries we have a presence, and we also have a 5 million followers of all the places. And in India, we have a nearly 50 years of a journey of conservation work, and we do a lot of research, and we do a lot of monitoring work, and we also support the forest department for the strength and protection of the wildlife species in India. And apart from that, we also do a lot of other activities, which I can just brief you in that bit on the overall, we do that biodiversity conservation is our core area. We can monitor and assess the population of the wild species like biodiversity. And then we also work with the areas like critical regions where it need to be restored or it can be recovered fast. So we are working in this area. And also we are educating and we are addressing the people that ecological footprint is a major area. We need to reduce our human footprint, that we are discussing with the various communities. I'll just throw you a small outline of this, like achieving all the objectives. We need to work with the different areas, working with the river and wetland, ocean and marine and climate change divisions. And then we also do a lot of education and outreach work. And species, of course, landscape is our core area for our research. We present across the globe, I said 100 countries. India, we have all the states, we have offices. And states, we have a couple of offices which work on the different reasons. Like Tamil Nadu, we have a Chennai office is mainly focus on outreach and awareness program in school and college and communities. And office which we work with the landscape, where we need landscape for conservation program and working with the species conservation, monitoring, and many others. Journey of WWF India, how we travel and So you could not hear the sounds.
No, sir.
The video is,
We couldn't hear.
video is not visible. Hello, ma'am. Can you able to
No,
hear
sir.
it?
No, sir.
You cannot able to hear.
Yes, sir. We are not able to hear here.
Can I play the video again or?
No, sir. We'll continue.
Yeah, fine. So no problem. We'll just share with you the ideas that we have worked with Himalayas to the down south, the Western Ghats, and then eastern part mangroves, Sundarbans to the western part of the Rajasthan. We're working across all the landscape, and we work with many communities, and then we work with the various business people and many other peoples to conserve and involve them in the conservation program. And today is topic we are discussing the Global Tiger Day, and it is very important to understand that the magnificence, the creature which is going going very close to the endangered category, and it is the pride of every countries. So we need to discuss on that. So today, as it is the International Day is celebrated because the population was drastically declined in the post-independent periods, and then people were started, and the government has started a lot of initiatives to recover the species, and even they started the Project Tiger in India. It is slowly increased, but not much in shape. And suddenly, during 2010, there was a lot of decline was happened across the globe, not only in Indian population, it was in the other Asian countries, the tiger population was declined. So the countries who are holding the tigers had the discussion in 2010 with St. Petersburg in Russia, and they came up with some kind of ideas that how we can save this this important animal, which is predators, who is the topmost predator in the forest ecosystem. We need to protect them. So they come up with the ideas, and they have given set some goals also to replicate, so increase the population of tigers in a 12-year span of 2022. So this is the idea was behind to that. It was started in the 2010 is the first Global Tiger Day was celebrated to create awareness and also take this issue across the globe to increase the numbers, and then set up goals to increase the population, double the numbers. So with just small things, I just want to show you some small pictures about tigers, which gives some idea that if you save the tiger, you can save every species. It means very clearly indicate that tiger is the topmost predator in the food chain. If the predators is going away, then definitely the other population will get affected with the various reason, and then food chain will get collapsed. So that is the reason the word it is written here clearly here. That if you save tiger, you save all the animal. Small drawings or pictures are put it in the tigers here. And everyone is fascinated when I see the tiger is a very attractive animal. It's good in color, and then sightseeing, and then if you see that magnificence, and everyone is get afraid of that. It's a Indian national animal also, and apart from that national animal, it just looks very beautiful. And tiger is always a solitary animal. It's live in a solitary, and it will not. It will be in a roaming around the forest areas with mangrove forest to other Western Ghats to the between forest, and then it goes around to the Thar desert region. So it is having a tiger has experience with various habitat lives and various habitat adapted, and it has a typical sign of that tigers will feed on that. Are tigers in the area where it lives, they will maintain the ecosystem in a good shape. So in the experience, tigers will yield only 2 cubs in 2 years in the span, and it will be survived regularly. And this populations, tiger population, like the 2 cubs will be when it comes in another stage, they will be disappeared from, they will be away from that parent community, because the tiger is a solitary animal, and they will go and look into the other area where they can maintain the things. And tigers really In the wild, it was captured nearly, it is 20 years they can live. And there are the different signs, they will see that how the tigers is associated, how it will be found in the forest area. They have a different sign they can find out in the forest areas. And depending upon the range where the tiger is found, and especially now, or the historical range, maybe it started in Africa and other areas. But currently, the population of tigers is only found in the Asian countries. Out of 51 countries, only 13 Asian countries tiger is present. And then the range, it is a variation from different habitat. Based on the habitat, based on the adaptation, tigers was classified into the 9 subspecies. And out of 9 subspecies, only 3 subspecies were extinct because of a lot of illegal activities, a lot of poaching, and a lot of man-made disaster like the forest degradation and the forest loss. The 3 subspecies has gone out, and remaining only 6 species are surviving in the wild now. And if you see that this is the white mark, which is you can see that the white mark, it is the earlier range tiger was present. Now you can see that a green mark, which gives the limited number of tigers are found in limited areas. And over the period of time, if you see that Royal Bengal tiger, which is Indian tiger, which is the maximum population in the world. And apart from that, other other subspecies are very limited in numbers. So it is very, very thoughtful issue that the tigers over 13 countries across all areas was present, and then population is declined because of various reasons, and that was impacted. The 3 species of tiger was got extinct. And everyone well aware that it's not so much new to, I'll just explain to you. It is very important that if it is a apex predator, that diversity of the ecosystem or the ecosystem should be maintained with the topmost predator. If the predator is available in the forest, definitely it's having good forest types, and it gives an indicator that forest is wealthy, and then the population is stable there. And similarly, it affect if it is a direct relation in the food chain, where if you have any the population of tigers goes out, definitely affect the population of ungulates, and ungulates it's affecting definitely the forest degradation will happen, and then forest will go in unbalanced. So there's a lot of issues that are coming out if tigers is not there. And definitely it affects the whole ecosystem, not only the whole ecosystem, the whole forest system will be affected, and it slowly increase the herbivore conflicts in the forest areas. So definitely the tiger is apex predator and can be maintained very well, and it can give a good sign for the good forest, and also the herbivore conflict will be reduced in this scenario. And to conserve this tiger, and I said in the beginning, the project Tiger was initiated during the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi period. The population was after the post-independent, the population of tiger was drastically declined because of various reasons. There was poaching was happening, there was habitat loss was there. So what had happened? The population of tiger was going down in a critical period, and the government has taken an initiative to restore this population. They initiated Project Tiger. Slowly, the population was increased slightly, few numbers, but what had happened? Even the law and protections, we were not able to maintain properly, and the population was going down again in India. And 2010, it was alarming to all countries. All countries came together to come up with some kind of solution. We need to increase the population. So tigers are conserved with the area where it is called tiger is protected, that is called tiger reserves. And India, we have nearly 53 tiger reserves. And especially in Tamil Nadu, we have a 5 tiger reserve. which is the last, the fifth tiger reserve was recently declared in the last year, 2021. That is Megamalai Srivilliputra Tiger Reserve. The first tiger reserve in Tamil Nadu was started in the Mundangari and Kalakad Tiger Reserve. And the government aspect, the tigers was double the numbers was increased in Satyamangala Tiger Reserve, and Satyamangala Tiger Reserve has got the best award in the 2020. And the reason you see that when I said it is the population is crashing down over the year, it is not only in India, it is across the globe. All the 9 species, 3 is gone, extinct, only 6 species. The population was 40 plus was there, and slowly it is going down to that nearly 3,000 odd, 2,000 odd numbers in the world. So it clearly indicates that if the species of the ecosystem balance predators goes out, the total forest will go away. So countries who are part of that tiger conservation alliance, they join together, they come up with the solution, they can do the conservation of a tiger, and then they come with a very clear goal that I should increase the population in double. And this is some reason which was happened in the early 16th century. There is no need for the however, whatever it is there, they want, they can hunt the animals. There is no proper law was there initially, and then and when you kill more animal, you will be like awarded like that. There is gaming was there, and irresponsible tourism, and many other things were happening. And currently, we have a lot of development is happening with this forest areas that also affect the tiger populations. I'll just go through one by one. Like this is the illegal poaching, and they do a lot of poaching across India, across all the forest areas. And you can see this records not only Tamil Nadu, it goes up to the Uttarakhand. So every corner there is a poachers and illegal activities. People kill the tiger, and they have a very good trademark chain of market is there. So it goes via to different parts of the country and goes to Nepal, and then it goes to China, and many other countries are going. And mainly they depend on that, mainly it goes for the medicine, mainly it goes for that particular ornamental items, and then many other reasons the things that happened. The tigers are killing by the illegal persons. And other areas concern is that when tigers come closer to the villages and they hunt the cattle, and cattle owner will do the lot of illegal retaliatory killing. When they do that cattle was killed, they will put a poison, and again the animal will come and feed on that carcass, they will be died. So these are some retaliatory, some kind of poaching activities and illegal things that happen around the forest areas of tigers, and that impacted a lot with the tiger numbers were declining. And over the period of times, when the international things were happening, that time it was realized India, we have in 2 tiger reserve, especially the Sariska Tiger Reserve in Rajasthan and Panna Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. We lost the tigers in the wild because of these illegal activities. And apart from that, we also have a lot of irresponsible tourism, and then a lot of pilgrimage, where most of the important temples, which is inside in the forest area, and people go around the forest area, and then they will do a lot of impact in the forest, and that created the tiger population to move away from this forest. And then irresponsible tourism always will capture the tiger population, their numbers very less. And there is continuous development activities which it happens in the forest areas, like power plant, hydropower, and many other small dams will be constructed in the that is fragmented the tiger population to one place to other, and their corridor is totally affected. So that is the reason the tiger population was declining. And then once people around the forest fringes, they will also kill a lot of prey animals, and which is main food for the tigers, which is affected. and that leaves the tiger populations slowly down. What is that reason why it is if it is down? What are the government steps? So that's what I said, that the Project Tiger is initiated in Global Tiger Summit was started in 2010. And apart from that, when the two tigers, the tiger was disappeared, the national government has started the Tiger Conservation Authority, where is the task force who are dealing the conservation program across all the part of the country, and they were developed a lot of rules and regulation that this particular area we need to conserve these things. So in that conservation effort, a lot of changes was happened. I will come to that, the area which we are developed very well. And what is the reason behind that the numbers was going on, and why it is not, we are not able to monitor? The reason is the technology or the method we adapted for the population census. The main reason is that earlier it was we count that pug mark method, where the footprint is analyzed, so people will walk around that forest area and find out how many pug marks are found, and how many indirect evidences you can collect, and how many sightings of tiger you are seeing. So that way the count was taken earlier, and that was not given a clear-cut idea that how many tigers are there, and it's not giving appropriate numbers. And later in the 2010, after that, they come up with some idea that the camera trap will be fixed in the forest area. Through that, we can able to identify the tigers numbers, and we can go with 90 to 95% accurate number of the population in the areas. So this is some sample. It was, I'm just saying that on the left, you can see the tigers, how that camera trap was placed in one tree, and where the movements of tiger is there. And this was done in the every 2 kilometers square, 2 kilometer radius. It means that the entire forest is covered with the camera trap. And how they identify the tigers, each tiger have their own stripes, and based on the stripes and how the movement of animal is there, how many numbers are there in the particular region, we can come up with some conclusion. So with this, there is a similar, current population is slowly increasing, they found, and some areas numbers are double this.
Sir, you are not audible.
Can you able to hear it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you're.
In between, something else went on. Hello, ma'am. Can you able to hear it?
Yes, sir. Sir, we can hear you. You went off and you're back, sir, to the screen.
Okay, ma'am. So earlier it was the method which was used as a tiger pug mark, and then there is evidences like a rake in the trees and some kind of scat samples and all those things. We are able to identify these things. So it was literally tigers were reduced their numbers, and there is a lot of protection and a lot of effort is taken, and it was increased the numbers later in the stage. And tigers, it always support the other animals also, like other scavenger species, which is around that tiger forest areas, like vultures and hyenas are fed by the after the tigers is fed. And this is some story of success, what had happened over the period of 12 years journey. How many Asian countries can able to recover and double the numbers in the thing. If it's not clear, just let me know, ma'am. Actually, I'm just playing the video.
No, sir, we couldn't see. Sir, we were not able to see the screen.
Tiger for me is
You can't able to see that, ma'am?
Not able to see, sir. Some network problem, I think.
I think, yeah, ma'am.
Make Tiger and a local community live in harmony because they have been living in harmony.
Now you can able to see, ma'am?
No, sir.
I think some issue in the network, ma'am, because I cannot able to get it. The video is not playing. So my voice is clear, ma'am?
Your voice is clear, sir.
Oh, I think the video is not playing. Now is it playing, ma'am?
No, sir.
I'm sorry, I could not able to. I'm just trying to play that video, but it's not happening.
Okay,
Say
sir.
something else. So
Okay.
anyway, I just want to give them that a couple of countries was the population was double, and including India, and that's what I was telling in the beginning. It was Sathyamangalam is one tiger area, where it was
So you're not audible. Sir, kindly unmute, sir. You're not audible.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. There was internet issues and then other side. So what I'm trying to say that it's a population has increased a couple of range countries, and a couple of areas still the production is increased. Recently, in some areas there is a population has gone in double the numbers, and that give a lot of conflict issues also. And we are in WWF India is supporting all the corner in across India, and not only across India, across globe, where the tiger range countries there, we are supporting the forest officials and other people to estimate the numbers, and also giving support to the forest officials for the better production level. And we also have a division called traffic, where we monitor the illegal trade and illegal poaching activities. So that is also controlled in a good manner now, and slowly this population is coming out back, and we are trying to increase the range, whereas earlier historically it was found we like to increase the range and the population will go up. So with this note, I just want all of you to urge as a youth member, you can also join as a conservation program, and you can also raise your voice, and you can create awareness on the tiger and message the people on that how it is important, this magnification, the important animals. And recently, yesterday, we had a program called International Youth Summit, where we got around 13 countries, youth members joined together, and they come up with a couple of recommendations to the government that how we can protect the tiger species. So with this, I'll just conclude here, and any doubt or any questions you can put in me in the, you can just switch on your mic and call me, or you can just put the tag message in the text box. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was actually very interesting to listen to you, sir, to knowing about the tigers and conserving tigers and all. So students, if you have any clarifications you need, you can just ask to sir. Or you can, yes.
I will put some question to them.
Yes, sir. Students, or you can even type it in your chat box also.
You have any doubts, any clarifications, and you want to understand more about this thing, please ask me any questions. So if I could not able to convey the message when I was doing the presentation, it was a lot of hiccup has happened with the connections. If you missed out something, you can also ask. If you don't have any other things, I can just.
Sir, can we move on to the students' presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Everyone present here at this occasion was greatly impressed by your inspiring speech. We have understood clearly about the goal of day is to promote global system for protecting the natural habitats of tigers and raise public awareness and support for tiger conservation issues. Now I would like to welcome our WWF student representative to present their work on Azolla as biofertilizer.
Yes, Ma, please make it fast.
A very happy evening to everyone. Here, first of all, I would like to thank WWF and our institute and our institution's head chairman, sir, vice chairman, sir, principal ma'am, and our HOD ma'am, and my dear faculties of our department to give their support and encouragement in all our endeavors regarding this project.
Kirtana, Kirtana.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not clear, Kirtana.
Ma'am, am I audible now, ma'am?
You're audible, but it is echoing.
Oh, okay. One second. How about your ma'am?
Not so clear.
Is it fine here, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am. Shall I start?
Yes, Ma.
A very happy evening to everyone present here. First of all, I would like to thank WWF and our institution's head chairman, sir, vice chairman, sir, principal ma'am, and our HOD madam, and my dear faculties of our department who gave their support and encouragement in all our endeavors regarding this project. WWF India is one of our leading conservation organizations with these programs and projects spread all across the country. Environmental education has been a core part of WWF's conservation since 1960. Vision of WWF is that every citizen to be aware and capable of creating changes through individual and community mobilization. One such program is it is a youth volunteering program created to support students in creating and implementing conservation and action projects with WWF India and providing them a platform to give recognition and show best practices. The reason why we chose this project is Indian agriculture has become chemical agriculture, in which numerous chemicals like insecticides, herbicides, and commercial fertilizers are being used for producing crops. Due to the major microbial population eliminated from the soil, and the rhizosphere is getting polluted, biofertilizers play an important role in improving soil fertility and boosting crops yield. Azolla is finding increased use for sustainable production of livestock feed. Azolla is rich in proteins, essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. Azolla is a freshwater soil that is stored on bottom. The plant is arranged alternately on the stem, and each leaf has a dose of mental. Anabina azole is usually associated with the azolla. The cyanobacterial symbiont, a relationship in which it fixes nitrogen and fern provides milk, that is a proper place for cyanobacteria, free from competition from other organisms. We choose azolla for applying this as a biostabilizer, just because its amino-azolease relationship that provides nitrogen nutrition to stand rice crops and can reduce the need of synthetic fertilizers. Now, I will request Sri to explain about the application of azolla.
Some applications of azolla. So this azolla can be grown in the rice field, rice field before planting for 2 to 3 weeks, and it can be grown in the water and wetted, and then incorporated into the soil, followed by rice transplantation within a week's time. So azolla not only increases the rice productivity but also improves the long-term soil fertility. So azolla it can also be used as a feed, and as it contains as a high level of crude proteins and high level of glycine. So azolla is also rich in proteins, vitamins, minerals, and based on this, they are also further described to use azolla as a feed for dairy cattle, pigs, ducks, and chickens. While we are using this, they reported with increase in milk production, weight of broiler chicken, and egg production of layers when compared to commercial feed. As thus, this azolla can also be used directly to the livestock or can also be mixed with the commercial feed in the ratio 1:1. So in the presence of favorable conditions like high nutrient level and water temperature, azolla can multiply its leaf size within 7 days. And it can be grown in the pit with the moisture content. And after preparing the pit, we can in that the slurry was made with the 2 kg of cow dung and 30 gram of super phosphate in 10 liter of water, of super phosphate in 10 liter of water, and more water is poured into it to increase the level till 10 centimeter from depth, and after that 0.5 to 1 gram of fresh and pure filter of azolla was placed in the water. This is the procedure of mass cultivation of azolla, and after the 10 to 15 days it will spread the pit completely, and it can also grow in the wet mud surface and pit that is preferred as a free floating area. It can survive in the pH 3.5 to 10, but the optimum growth takes place in the pH of 4.5, and the growth and nitrogen fixation is based on the species which we grow in the pit. And further that, K. Divya will continue the procedure.
So these pictures are show the cultivation of azolla in our college. We are cultivate the azolla in our college and then ground. So these are the requirement for the azolla invention. The cost involved in the azolla is only 2,500, 2,100. So it is one of the application of the azollas. It is inexpensive. So we plotting the how much amount to cultivate the azolla in our college in our ground. So they need the first we see the what are the requirement of the azolla cultivation. So we need a polished sheet, fertile soil, cow dung, azolla culture, and pollinate and miscellaneous. These are the requirement for the azolla cultivation. So we need only a number of units can be increased depending upon the number of cattle and folder requirement. So these details are given in the plot size. So after we cultivate the azolla, we have a target. So monthly we are cultivate in the month of February. So we decide to target in the March. It is 12 kg of azolla, but we yield is 10 kg. So we have achieved 83% in that in our achievement. And then April we are target is 15 kg, but we achieve 12 kg. So that is 80% achieve. We can successive in our experiment. In May month, we target is 18 kg, we achieve 14 kg. So the achieve maybe 78%. So overall, what I conclude means the Azolla applications are, it is very easy to production and inexpensive in cultivation. So there is no expensive to cultivate or to get the raw material. It is only difficult to get the cells of Azolla. We have get the product from the long area. So I conclude the point means Azolla is a very much requirement in every day-to-day life. It is used as a cattle feed, animal feed, and it is also Azolla used in the fertilizer. It is also used as a biofertilizer. So in all area, we need to cultivate the Azolla. So already we seen Azolla have a protein, calcium, iron, nitrogen, amino acids, and dry matter. So these items are used to are very helping to the growth of paddy field is very high. Not only a paddy field, it is also used to do very used in agriculture field also. So Azolla is unique because it is one of the fastest growing plants in the planet. It does not need any soil to grow. So we can easily to cultivate the Azolla, and we can easily grow Azolla algae. Unlike almost all other plants, Azolla is able to get nitrogen fertilizer directly from the atmosphere, since Azolla contain most of the nutrients which are required for all the classes of livestock. So we conclude, so coming generation also are involved in the Azolla cultivation, and it is very useful to the day-to-day life. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now I would like to call upon Ain Frida to deliver the vote of thanks.
Wait now, 1 second. So if you have any questions, you can ask them to sir and the students who have worked on the project. Students and staff members, do you have any questions with them?
Ma'am, I just need one clarification here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the cultivation is not taking much time. And have you done any practical experiment in Pakistan? Paddy field anywhere we are just given this Azolla, and then it was increased this soil fertility like that. We have done any studies?
No, sir, we have just grown and we have sold it to some other people, and we didn't work on it, sir. We'll work it in future.
Okay, what I'm trying to say that if it's available with you right now, you can just tie up with one or two farmers close to your institution. Just give them a.
So you're not clear? Your voice is not clear?
What I'm trying to say that other areas, actually. One farmer or two farmer, just give them that how the impact is there.
Okay.
Analyze it, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Sure, we'll do it, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for suggestions. Okay, ma, go ahead.
Thank you. Now I would like to call upon Ain Frida to deliver the vote of thanks.
I'm grateful and it feels a great privilege for the opportunity to thank you all. Mainly our resource person, respected chairman sir, vice chairman sir, respected principal madam, our HOD ma'am, staff members, and my dear friends. The first thing what you have to do is to create awareness among the people, and this program is even more essential when the focus is to preserve the tiger. The more you propagate the idea about saving tiger, the more you persons you will add it to the cause. Saving tiger is not only a duty but it's also a responsibility. We have to support the government and also the independent organization like WWF, whose mission is to create a world where people and wildlife can thrive together. We have to act now to make this happen. And I would like to thank my friends who's working on WWF project to their dedication and commitments towards the project. which also created us impact to do such things in our future. Thank you all.
Thank you, Frida. Now let's end the session with National Anthem. I would like to call upon Padma Shri to sing the National Anthem.
After national anthem, kindly wait for the photo session, please.
जनहन मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. Thank you all.
Kindly everyone switch on your videos for a photograph. Yes, make it fast. Yes, ma'am. Students and staff members, kindly switch on your videos. Thank you, everyone. Shall we end the session, sir?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. And surely we will do another event in this college itself, ma'am. So we will
Yes,
come
sir.
and physically we'll do that, ma'am. So it'll be good for that. We can invite the all Eco Club members directly. We can interact, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure, we'll do it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much for
Thank you, sir.
wonderful evening. Thank you
Thank you,
all.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shabina ma'am, shall we end? HOD ma'am?
Gayatri ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Shall we end, ma'am?
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.